I keep starting and stopping this video. I'm trying to discuss new tips for nurses and nursing students about their families and loved ones and friends. I touched on this a little bit on my last video that I posted about, an adjustment that your family has to make to your schedule, and you have to then also make that adjustment and press upon them make that allowance in your schedule. It's like, I used to take the kids out to the playground every day. Well, no, guess what? You're not going to be able to have that time always. Still do it. I still do it when I can. I mean, pre-COVID times we're talking. COVID times, we'll see how that evolves. But, a lot of that time, that quality time, got impaired. And I see a lot of relationships tank in nursing school. I see a lot of the relationships tank at the beginning of nursing careers or come under strain. I think that is a lot to do with, maybe this is bias on my part, unrealistic expectations on others on our times. They expect us to still be available to them as if we're working 9 to 5 or whatever hours you were working before. Now you could take a day off here and there. Oh, just to, it's different. I was my own boss. I literally took a day off here and there. I was like, I'm the boss. I've run it for 30 years. I deserve it. My crew is good. I trained them well. They could do that. You can't do that as a nurse. I don't care if you're a nursing manager. You can't do that. You're on call 24/7. I dated nursing managers and nursing directors. No, they were on call 24 hours, 7. This is before I was even a nurse. There's a lot of responsibility with being a nurse, let alone a management of nurses. There is a different quality of lifestyle, and I'm not talking financial. I'm talking about just the quality time that is different as a nursing student and as a nurse, that you need to adjust to, and your family and loved ones need to adjust to. If you cannot, that is going to be probably the hardest thing then. So take that to heart. You could get straight A's and you can know the material and be a great nurse, but if you don't have the time and you can't give it to them, and or circumstances beyond your control, it's going to stop. And unfortunately, I've known a couple of people like that too. Great, and they will be great nurses. I keep telling them, I just say, go back in. There was nothing with the material. You did it. It was easy peasy for you. You will do even better on the NCLEX. I did fine on NCLEX actually, but you'll get even better grades than me. You'll be fine. You'll be able to make it. But life didn't deal them that set of cards, easily, and they had to drop out. They had to stop, and that's something where people don't take into account that there is a intangible or subjective aspect, not the objective part, not the tests, not the clinical evaluations, not how you act, how you dress, how you prepare, but there is the family aspect, the personal aspect. And this is what I said about my employees, is I employ them and I employ their families. I know you can't separate them. I wasn't the best employer. I try to be, financial reasons kept me from being the best employer that I wanted to be. But it's something I'm very cognizant about, that, we're intertwined. Family and the person are, the employee or nurse, whatever you call it, are intertwined. And some people say, my family handle it. They'll understand. Make sure of that. Double check and say, this is what's going to happen. This is my time schedule. And a big tip I've said in the past, and I'll say again here, is make an actual calendar. Invest into, go to Staples or Office Depot, wherever, buy the calendar, put it up on the wall, highlight what you're available and what you're not, and show them, because they can always go to that and then say, hey, mom, dad, brother, sis, whatever, you're available or you're not available. And people who have access to that calendar can then see. They're like, oh my God, that's crazy. Or they say, okay, he's available or she's available this time, and he or she's not available any other time. Oh my gosh. When they see it like that, it's a lot more helpful, and people become more understanding. Because if you just say, hey, I'm not available, they just think you're blowing them off and you're being a jerk, because they don't understand the new life that you're leading. This is what you are now. It's what you want to be. So try to impress upon your family, show them, share with them, not impress upon them, but share with them, this is what you have to commit to, and you'd like to have them on board. If they can't, that's a big problem each of you have to answer and resolve. Okay? Good luck.